Hello students in senior secondary schools. You are welcome to our YouTube channel. In this channel we provide solutions with explanations to WAEC or GCE or NECO past questions in mathematics for students in senior secondary schools who are preparing for their future external examinations. So please, to see new and more solutions, you have to subscribe to this channel. So please subscribe to see new and more of our solutions to past questions. So we have here question 3. We have already provided solution to question 1 and 2 for your 2015 WAEC past questions. Now we have question 3. Question 3 says that the ratio of the interior to the exterior angle of a regular polygon is 5:2. Now we are asked to find the number of sides of the polygon. We are asked to find the number of sides of the polygon. Now let's look at the polygon. We have the polygon here, which we are not aware of the type of polygon. That is why we are asked to find the sides. So we have the polygon here. For example, you have it here. We don't know the number of sides. But extending this other line up, we have the interior angle here, which is I, and the exterior angle, which is E. So we are asked to find the number of sides of this polygon. We are only given the ratio of the interior to the exterior, which is 5:2. Now let's move on with the solution and see what we have here. Now I represents the size of an interior angle. E represents the size of an exterior angle. Now ratio of interior, that is I, to E is equals to 5:2. That is, ratio is another word for fraction. So you have ratio of I is to E, which is the same thing as the fraction of I over E. So you have the fraction here, I over E, which is equals to 5/2. I representing 5 and E representing 2. So we have that there. Moving on there, we want to make I the subject in the formula that we have here. We want to make I the subject. How do we do that? We have solved it here. You have that I is equals to 5/2E. How did we get that? Look at the calculations here. We have I all over 2. Okay, I all over E equals to 5/2. What do you do when you have an equation like this? You have to cross multiply. So this I multiplies 2, you have 2I equals to 5 multiplies E, you have 5E. This 5 multiplies this E. So what do you have there? You have 2I equals to 5E. Moving on again, in 2I equals to 5E, what do you do to make I to stand alone or as a subject? You divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2, you have 2 cancel 2. You now have your I equals to 5/2E. That's what you have there. And that is exactly what we have here in this equation 1. You have it there, equation 1 there. But we know that on this straight line, we have angle I and angle for E represented there. That will give us these two angles are on the straight line. So we have that I plus E is equals to 180. You can see it here. I plus E is equals to 180y, sum of angles on a straight line. That gives us equation 2. Moving on, there we have substitute equation 1, which is this equation. Anyway, you see I in this equation 2, you substitute the value of I, which is 5 over 2e in equation 2. So we have substitute equation 1 into 2, then we have, what is equation 2? I plus e equals to 180 degrees. We now move to the next page to see the continuation of the solution. We now have here solution 3a continues. So continuing there, we have, in place of I, we put 5 over 2e plus e is equals to 180. Next step, we have 7 over 2e is equals to 180. How did we get 7 over 2e? You know, 5e, for the left-hand side, that we have 5e plus e. How do we do that? See how we do it here. We now have 5e all over 2 plus e all over 1. We find the LCM of the denominators. What are the denominators? 2 and 1. So LCM of 2 and 1 is what? You have 2. You have 2 there. So this 2 cancels 2. You have 1. 1 times 5e gives 5e here. You bring down plus. Now in this other one, 2 divided by 1, you have 2. 2 times this e, you have 2e. So adding the numerators here, you have 5e plus 2e gives us this 7e all over 2. Very simple, like what you can see there. Now next step, what do? We have that our e is equals to 180 times 2 all over 7. How did we get that? You have 7e all over 2 is equals to 180 divided by 1. You cross multiply. Anytime you have equal to sign in between two fractions, you cross multiply. So you have 7e times 1 gives you 7e equals to this 2 times 180 gives you 180 times 2. That is how we got this 180 times 2 here. That's how we got 180 times 2 that is there in the solution here. Now what do? 180 times 2 is what? We have 360 divided by 7. Therefore, size of one exterior angle is 360 all over 7. Moving on, we say hence the number of sides. The formula for finding number of sides of a polygon is 360 degrees divided by one of the exterior angles. Take note that the question said regular polygon. A polygon is said to be regular if all the interior angles are equal. That kind of polygon is said to be regular. Also, if you have the same interior angles all round in a regular polygon, the exterior angles must also be the same. So anytime you hear regular polygon, it means that all the angles, both interior or the interior must be the same and the exterior all round must be the same. What do I mean by interior and exterior? Let's take, for example, this polygon that we have here. That is pentagon, for example. Let's see, pentagon, for example, it has 5 sides. For example, if it is regular, if this place is, let's say, 40, you also have 40 here. You also have 40. And then the angle that is exterior here, what do you have? 180 minus 40 is 140. You also have here too, 140 here. You also have here 140. As long as the polygon is regular, you have the same interior angles and the same exterior angles. So number of sides of the polygon is equal to 360 divided by size of one exterior angle. So you have 360 all over. What is the value of the size of one exterior angle? Which what you have here? You have it there, 360 over 7. Now this all over means division. So you can re-express it to look like this, 360 divided by 360 over 7. This can be re-expressed to this. I hope you can see that. Now, anytime you have division sign in between fractions, you have to change the division sign to multiplication sign, and you invert this fraction. You invert 360 over 7. It becomes 7 over 360 there. Now, moving on, you have 360 divided by 360, you have just 7. Therefore, the number of sides of the polygon is equals to 7. Very, very simple. Now, moving on to the next question and its solution, we have question 3b. Here we have circle theorem. Circle theorem. The question says that the diagram shows a circle PQRS with center 0. Now, angle UQR, look at it here. Angle UQR, where is the angle? Let's locate angle UQR in this polygon. In the circle theorem, you have UQR from U to Q to R. Don't mind my marker, you have it there. This angle here, UQR here, is 68 degrees. Now also angle TPS. TPS from T to P to S. This angle here is what? 74 degrees. And angle QSR is 40. How do we get that? From Q to S to R, this angle here is 40 degrees. Now we are asked to calculate the value of angle PRS. Now let's look at this very well. You know, this is a cyclic quadrilateral. And there is this law that says that interior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equals to the exterior opposite angle. So a whole of this angle here is the same as this angle 68 that you have there. Is the same. So the rule is that interior angle is equals to opposite exterior angle. Same thing with this other side, where you have the polygon, there. A whole of this angle here is the same as this other exterior, because this angle here is opposite to this other angle that you have there. So this angle here is the same as this angle 74. Also take note that if this place, if the whole of this angle is 68, which is the same as this, and this angle here 40 is given, we can find this other angle PSQ. We can find this PSQ. How? You have a whole of this angle as 68 minus, what do we have here? 40. What do we have? We have 28 as this other angle here. Take note, this angle here is 28. So let's go up to see the solution for that. We have that in the diagram above, angle PSR is 68 degrees. We have explained that already. Angle PSR is 68 degrees. Reason being that interior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to opposite exterior angle. Now angle PSQ is equal to 68 minus 40. I had explained that already. PSQ, you have it here, PSQ. Let me make it big a little so that we can see. PSQ, you have it here, from P to S to Q. This angle is what? It is a whole of this angle, which is what? 68. How did we get 68? This angle here is the same as this other exterior angle, because interior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equals to its opposite exterior angle, equals to this. So you have 68 there. So if the whole of this angle here is 68 and part of it is 40, to find this part is what? 68 minus 40, so you have 28 there. Now let's move on. We have angle PRQ is 28 degrees, angle in the same segment. Let's look at that. angle PRQ. We go to the diagram, angle PRQ. This line has divided this circle into minor segment and major segment. Now, the angle that we have here, which is PSQ, is the same as PRQ. You can see that P to R to Q. This angle here, which is 28, is the same as this angle here. You can see that angle 28 here is the same as this angle that you have there, which is angle PRQ. So if this place is 28, for example, what is a whole of this? A whole of this angle here is the same as this exterior angle 74, because interior angle is equals to its opposite exterior angle. This angle here, a whole of this angle here is opposite to this angle here, and the exterior of this angle is this 74, so it is equals to that. Therefore, a whole of this angle here is 74, but part of it here, which is the same as part of it for angle on the same segment, which is 28, to subtract that to find this other part here is what? 74 minus 28. So we have the solution here. Therefore, we have angle ARQ here is equals to, okay, angle PRS, what we are asked to find, angle PRS, let me reduce it to see the diagram, everything. We have angle PRS is what? 74 minus 28. I had explained it. 74, a whole of this, which is the same as the other, a whole of this angle here, which is the same as this 74, is equals to 48. So the angle that you have here, PRS, P to R to S, is 46 degrees. And that is the solution to that. It is very simple. In case you are not clear, in case you are not very clear, please, you can replay the audio again. You can replay it again until the understanding sticks. So let me just explain for the very last time. You know how to find the whole of this angle, which is equals to this other exterior angle, 74. But part of this, which is this side, part of this angle, this side, is known to be what? 28, which is equal to this other angle here. That's angle on the same segment. If this part is 28, what is this other part when a whole of this is 74? So we have 74 minus 28. We now have the answer there as 46. Therefore, angle PRS that we are asked to find is 46 degrees. Please copy this into your notes and you go through the audio again to have the full understanding. Please subscribe to this channel to see new and more solutions to previous year's past questions in preparation for your forthcoming exams. So please, in case you don't have full understanding, you can send your question through WhatsApp to me on 0806 802 5451. Again, please subscribe. Do have a wonderful day.